What if your biggest problems are already solved, just not in your awareness yet? What if the future version of you is waiting, trying to show you the answer? And what if all you need is the right mental mirror to see it? The mind does not simply observe reality, it interprets, filters, and ultimately shapes how reality is experienced. What you repeatedly expose your awareness to becomes the dominant language of your inner world. If you train your attention to focus on problems, obstacles, and limitations, the mind begins to treat those patterns as familiar truth. And what is familiar becomes automatic. That is why two people can live through the same situation and experience completely different outcomes, because they are not living in the same mental environment. Your thoughts are not random visitors, they are trained responses. Every image you hold, every internal dialogue you repeat, every emotional reaction you reinforce is teaching your mind what to expect next. And the mind, by its very nature, obeys what it is trained to recognize. If you constantly see failure in your internal vision, the subconscious builds pathways that prepare for failure. But if you begin to deliberately train your inner vision to see resolution, clarity, and success already formed, then something powerful begins to shift at a deeper level. This is not imagination for escape, it is imagination for reprogramming. Because the mind cannot easily distinguish between vividly imagined experience and actual lived experience when emotion is involved. That means what you consistently visualize with feeling becomes a kind of blueprint, and the brain starts organizing perception around that blueprint, filtering out noise and highlighting anything that supports it. Most people unknowingly train their minds in the wrong direction. They rehearse stress before it arrives. They visualize worst-case scenarios with precision and emotion, and then wonder why anxiety feels natural. But anxiety is not random, it is trained, and anything trained can be retrained. When you begin to consciously choose what you see internally, you are no longer reacting to life. You are instructing it. You are telling your nervous system what pattern to prepare for. You are telling your attention what to notice and what to ignore. Over time, this shifts your entire cognitive alignment. Problems that once felt overwhelming begin to appear smaller, not because they changed, but because your mental framework changed. And as this inner training deepens, something subtle but powerful begins to happen in your perception of time itself, where the future no longer feels uncertain, but strangely familiar, as if it has already been walked through in the mind, already experienced in a deeper layer of awareness, already. When you begin to use the mental mirror technique, something fundamental changes in the way your mind interacts with time. Normally, the mind is trapped between two unstable forces, memory of the past and fear of the future. It keeps replaying what went wrong and projecting what could go wrong, creating a loop of emotional tension that feels like now. But in reality, it is not the present. It is mental noise built from old data and imagined uncertainty. The mental mirror breaks this loop by shifting your awareness into a different position entirely, where you are no longer inside the problem, but observing it from the completed outcome. In this state, you stop asking, "How will I fix this?" and instead begin to experience, "This is already resolved." This is not denial of reality. It is a redirection of consciousness. You are not ignoring the challenge. You are stepping beyond it mentally. When you project yourself into a future moment where the situation is already solved, your mind begins to build a reference point that feels real enough to influence your present perception. The brain naturally seeks alignment between internal images and external behavior. So once a future outcome is clearly imagined with emotional intensity, the present mind starts adjusting itself toward that internal model. This is how direction is created before action. Most people believe action comes first, then results, then belief. But in deeper mental functioning, belief is shaped first through internal imagery, and action follows that belief. When you repeatedly place yourself in the mental state of completion, your decisions begin to reflect someone who already knows the outcome is possible. Hesitation reduces because uncertainty has been replaced with familiarity, and familiarity is one of the strongest forces in human behavior. The mental mirror is not about predicting the future. It is about rehearsing certainty. When certainty is rehearsed, the nervous system begins to relax around challenges that once felt threatening. What used to trigger stress now triggers recognition. Instead of reacting with confusion, the mind begins responding with patterns that feel known, even if the external situation is new. This is how clarity begins to replace chaos. Without forcing it over time, the brain starts to prioritize solutions that match the internal future you have repeatedly seen. Ideas feel more accessible, decisions feel more natural, opportunities appear more relevant. This is not magic, it is alignment. You are conditioning perception to recognize pathways that were always available but previously unnoticed. And as this alignment strengthens, something deeper begins to form inside you, a quiet but powerful sense that the future is no longer something approaching you randomly, but something you are actively moving toward with awareness already anchored in the solved state. Emotion is the bridge between imagination and reality, and without emotion, even the most powerful visualization remains incomplete. The mind does not fully accept what it only sees, it accepts what it feels. That is why the mental mirror technique depends not just on visual clarity, but on emotional certainty. When you project yourself into a future where the problem is already solved, you must not remain a distant observer. You must step into that version of yourself and experience the emotional state that comes with completion, relief, confidence, and inner stability. Most people try to think their way into success, but thinking alone is not enough to reprogram deeper mental patterns. The subconscious mind does not respond to logic in the same way it responds to emotional intensity. A single emotionally charged image can have more influence than hours of rational analysis. When emotion is present, the mind records the experience as significant, and what is significant becomes a reference point for future decisions and reactions. When you feel the outcome as already real, something subtle begins to shift inside your nervous system. The body stops preparing for threat and starts preparing for resolution. Stress patterns begin to soften. Mental resistance decreases. Instead of tightening around the problem, awareness expands beyond it. This is where clarity begins to emerge, not because the situation changed externally, but because the emotional interpretation of the situation changed internally. This emotional projection into a solved future creates a powerful feedback loop. The stronger the feeling of resolution, the more the mind searches for evidence that supports it. The brain is designed to confirm what it already believes to be true. So when you consistently feel that something is already completed, your perception begins to filter reality differently. You start noticing possibilities that were previously ignored because they did not match your emotional state of limitation. This is why repetition is essential. One moment of emotional visualization creates a spark, but repeated emotional immersion builds a pattern. The subconscious learns through repetition combined with feeling. Each time you enter the mental mirror and fully experience the solved version of your life, you deepen the internal impression that this outcome is not only possible but already unfolding. Over time, emotional certainty replaces emotional uncertainty. Fear loses its dominance because the body becomes familiar with the feeling of success instead of struggle. And when the body feels familiar with success, it no longer resists it. It begins to move toward it naturally, automatically, without force or hesitation. The mental mirror does not work as a passive image. It functions as a dynamic shift in perception, where clarity emerges beyond the limits of ordinary thinking. When a person faces a problem directly, the mind tends to contract around it, focusing on obstacles, risks, and uncertainties. This contraction creates mental pressure, and under pressure, creativity becomes restricted. But when awareness is moved into the mental mirror, into a future moment where the problem is already resolved, the mind is no longer trapped inside the problem structure. It begins to observe from a higher level of understanding where solutions naturally appear without strain. This shift is not about escaping reality, but about expanding perception. In normal thinking, attention is scattered between emotional reactions and logical analysis, often leading to confusion. But in the mental mirror state, attention becomes unified around a single truth, completion. And when the mind accepts completion as the reference point, it begins to reorganize information differently. Instead of asking what is wrong, it starts recognizing what must have been done to achieve resolution. This is where clarity beyond logic begins to form. Logic is limited by what is already known, but the subconscious mind is not restricted in the same way. When guided by a clear future image, it begins connecting subtle patterns, memories, and possibilities that were previously disconnected. Ideas that once seemed unrelated start forming coherent pathways. solutions that felt hidden begin to surface naturally because the mind is no longer filtering through fear-based interpretation. In this state, overthinking begins to dissolve. Overthinking is a symptom of being mentally inside the problem while trying to solve it at the same level it exists. The mental mirror elevates perception above that level, allowing the mind to see the structure of the problem instead of being trapped inside its details. And when structure is visible, solutions become obvious rather than forced. As this practice deepens, decision-making becomes faster and more intuitive. The mind no longer needs to analyze every possibility because it is guided by a stable internal image of resolution. Instead of reacting to uncertainty, awareness begins to respond from familiarity. This familiarity with success creates mental efficiency, where unnecessary doubt is filtered out before it takes root. Gradually, the individual begins to experience life differently. Challenges still appear, but they no longer create confusion. They become signals pointing toward a known direction. The mental mirror becomes not just a visualization tool, but a way of thinking, where every problem is automatically viewed from the perspective of its already completed solution. Repetition is the silent architect of the subconscious mind, and whatever is repeated with attention and feeling eventually becomes the default structure of thought. The mental mirror technique is not activated through occasional practice. It is strengthened through consistent return. Every time you enter that future state where the problem is already solved, you are not just imagining an outcome. You are deepening a mental pathway that begins to feel increasingly natural to your inner system. At first, the mind may resist this process because it is conditioned to prioritize current evidence over future possibility. It wants proof before belief, but the subconscious does not operate on external proof. It operates on internal repetition. When an image is repeated often enough with emotional consistency, it begins to replace older patterns of expectation. What once felt uncertain gradually becomes familiar, and familiarity is what the mind trusts most. This is how identity begins to shift without force. You are not trying to convince yourself that things will work out. Instead, you are repeatedly experiencing the version of yourself where things already have worked out. Each repetition reinforces a new internal reference point, and the mind, always seeking stability, starts to align behavior, attention, and perception with that reference point. With repetition, hesitation begins to weaken. The mind no longer reacts to challenges with the same intensity because it has already experienced the resolution of those challenges internally. This creates a subtle but powerful sense of mental calmness. Instead of urgency, there is familiarity. Instead of panic, there is recognition. The situation feels less like an unknown threat and more like a known process unfolding toward completion. As this continues, the mental mirror becomes less of a practice and more of a mental environment. You do not just visit the future solution occasionally, you begin to live from it internally. And when the mind is repeatedly exposed to a solved reality, it starts organizing present actions in ways that naturally move toward that outcome without conscious struggle. Even decision-making changes under repetition. Choices become clearer because they are filtered through an established internal vision. The mind begins rejecting options that do not align with the solved state and favoring those that do. This creates a sense of direction that feels intuitive rather than forced over time. Repetition creates transformation not through effort, but through familiarity. What you once had to imagine consciously becomes the way you automatically think. And when imagination becomes automatic, perception itself begins to shift, turning the future solution into a present mental reality that quietly guides every thought and action toward completion. The final stage of the mental mirror technique is not about seeing differently, but about living differently from the inside out. Once the mind has repeatedly experienced the solved state and emotion has anchored that state into the subconscious, something profound begins to happen in behavior. You no longer act from confusion or uncertainty. You begin to act from internal completion. This means your decisions are no longer based on fear of what might happen, but on the quiet confidence of what has already been resolved within your mental framework. At this level, the mind stops separating imagination from reality in a rigid way. Instead, imagination becomes the guiding reference point for real-world action. When you have seen yourself succeed enough times internally, your nervous system begins to treat that outcome as familiar territory, and the mind naturally moves toward what feels familiar, even if the external path is still unfolding. This is why people often underestimate the power of internal rehearsal. It quietly shapes external behavior long before results become visible. When you operate from the solved state, your presence changes. There is less hesitation in your voice, less conflict in your decisions, and less emotional disturbance when challenges appear. This is because the mind is no longer interpreting the situation as unresolved. It is interpreting it as part of a process that has already reached completion in awareness. This shift creates stability, and stability produces clarity in action. In this state, action becomes more precise. You no longer waste energy reacting to every emotional fluctuation. Instead, you respond from a centered position where the outcome is already known internally, even if not yet visible externally. This removes unnecessary struggle and replaces it with directed movement. The body begins to follow the mind's internal certainty, not its external doubt. Over time, this creates a powerful alignment between thought, emotion, and behavior. What you see internally, what you feel emotionally, and what you do physically begin to move in the same direction. This alignment reduces internal conflict, and when internal conflict decreases, performance naturally increases. The mind becomes less divided and more focused, less reactive and more intentional. Eventually, the distinction between problem and solution begins to dissolve in your perception. Every challenge is automatically processed through the lens of resolution. Instead of asking what is wrong, your awareness begins to ask what is already working beneath the surface. This is the deepest effect of the mental mirror technique. You are no longer trying to fix life from the outside. You are now living from the internal reality where it is already aligned, already solved, already complete.